our laser cut blocks are on 3/4 inch MDF, which is about 1/8 of an inch lower than our linoleum mounted block. So I'm shimming up the laser block to make them the same height. They're not quite there, so I'm adding a little bit of packing, which is just extra sheets of paper underneath to get them about the same height. This is important if we want each plate to register to one another. First thing we need to do is ink up our laser etched block so that we can transfer that image onto our linoleum block so we know where to carve out of the linoleum block. So here I've got our 1/8 inch high shim for our laser block on our registration guide. Our registration guide again has an edge that the paper will go against. And we could use that for this, but I want this to not move, so I'm just going to put the paper down on the block and then I'm going to tape that leading edge so that the paper will stay in one spot. I've already adjusted the height of the press, so we're hoping to get a good impression when we run it through the press onto the paper. It's important that the tape edge is the leading edge going under the press. After we print it, we want to always check our impression, and it looks pretty good. So we want to make sure that registration guide and the block goes back through the press the same way. So I want to move that tape edge again so it's the leading edge. I'm going to now remove the laser etched block and the shim for raising it up to the height of our linoleum block. And now we're going to put our clean blank linoleum block down and lower the paper in the same spot as it was on the laser etch block. And by now running it back through the press, we are actually trying to transfer the ink from the paper onto that linoleum block. So we want to check it, and this looks a little bit light, so I'm going to add a little more pressure. Just going to add some packing, and you'd be surprised that even just a single sheet of paper can make a difference. We want to turn that registration guide again so that the tape is the leading edge going back through the press. That way, if our paper is stretching, it is stretching the same direction. That way our two blocks images will line up. And we'll check it again, and this impression looks much better. And now we just need to let that ink dry for a day, and then we can start carving.